Hey, I'm Nick. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got some beef ribs we're gonna put on the smoker. Gonna get them perfectly tender, get a nice bark on them. They're gonna be juicy, delicious. Gonna show you how to make these beef ribs right. Let's get it going, enough talking.
All right, we'll get these beef ribs prepped for the smoker. Not too difficult, not a whole lot of work to do to these guys. Just take off any excess fat hanging off the back here. Unlike pork ribs, where we have to remove that membrane, don't have to worry about taking it off on these beef ribs. We actually want it on there because it's going to hold these beef ribs together. Without it, they'll just literally fall right off the bone. So that membrane's going to hold them together, so we'll leave that on there. We'll give them a flip here and just move any of this excess thick fat that won't render out. You can see how far that fat goes down. We want to take some of that off. We got plenty of beautiful marbling fat throughout the meat that's going to keep these ribs nice and juicy and absolutely delicious. So we'll just start taking some of this off here, start exposing the meat so the smoke could get in there, our rub could get on the meat, get off any of this excess silver skin that's not going to break down. It's looking good. And we'll just take this thick fat off. And that's about it. That's looking good. We'll get started on our other rack here and we'll do the same thing. So guys, quick reminder, please hit that like button. Really helps this channel grow. I really appreciate it. And while you're down there, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. It helps this channel reach more people. All right, so this is almost done here. Just get this fat off. And these will be all ready to get our barbecue rub on there. Start with the bone side here. You don't really have to do it, but we want that bark all the way around. We're not going to be eating on the bone here. Or actually, we will. I'll be licking the bone on this. That's how good these are. Flip it over here. We'll get some oil down here so the rub could stick to the meat. Rub that on there. The rub is pretty basic. Just salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, a little bit of turbinado sugar. Want to keep it real simple. Let that beef flavor shine. Get that smoke flavor, and that's all we want. We don't want to get too complicated with the flavors here. Less is more when you got the beef. Make sure we get all sides here. Get everything covered. And that's looking good. We'll let this hang out for 15 minutes, let that rub set in, and then we'll get these on the smoker. We got this set at 250, holding steady right here. Let's get these beef ribs on there. And we're not going to look at these for another 4 hours. Get that smoke flavor in there.
All right, we got our beef ribs on for 4 hours. Color's looking great. Really nice bark developing here. Bone's starting to pull away from the meat. I got it 165 degrees in the thermopen, so we're not there at all yet. Took it inside. Got some dark rain clouds looking outside, so it's getting pretty dark out there. Took it inside so you could see it better, but no storm's going to stop this cook, I'll tell you right now, because these smell great. So I'm going to wrap them up in foil here. We've got as much smoke as we want to get into these beef ribs. The bark looks great, nice color. So now we're just looking to get them tender. So we're going to wrap them in foil. Nice and tight. We'll double wrap them. Actually, I want to have that seam side down, same way we're cooking it. So I'll put the meat down here. Keep that seam on the bottom. Make sure we don't lose any juice, any moisture escape. I bumped up the temperature to 300 degrees because now we're just looking to get these tender. So we're looking for a minimum 200 degrees internal temperature, 200 to 205. But more importantly, we're not looking to just get that number on our thermometer. It's all about the feel. This should feel like we're putting a thermometer into melted butter. There should be no resistance. I'll wrap up our other rack of short ribs and we'll get these finished. All right guys, it's raining pretty good outside, but I checked this out, we're there. I got 206 on the thermometer. You can see that's why we left that membrane on. It's just barely holding this meat on. And it's all about feel, and this is butter. No resistance at all. The meat just wants to fall off the bone here. Smells great, beautiful bark. We're going to let this hang out for at least a half hour. closer to an hour. Let all those juices redistribute in the meat, and then we'll cut it up and give it a taste. All right, let these beef ribs rest for about an hour. Let all that moisture and juice redistribute into the meat. Make sure you let it rest. I mean, it's a lot of time to make these ribs. Last thing you want to do is pull them off the smoker, just cut right into them and lose all that juice on your cutting board. It's the little things that matter. You know, grab with a towel, don't grab some tongs or a spatula, scrape all that bark off. You know, we smoked these uncovered for 4 hours, get this nice, beautiful color. Last thing we want to do is just scrape it all off. So we had 4 hours smoked uncovered. Took another 2 hours and 15 minutes to get this nice and tender. You can't rush it. When it's done, it's done. The next cook, it might take 2 hours or 2 hours and 45 minutes. So let's cut into this. So looking real good. Oh boy. Woo-hoo-hoo! Take a look at that. Look at that smoke ring. Look at that juice. That is just a perfect looking beef rib right there. That is looking real, real nice. And take this off the bone. Take off the bone, get some slices here. That is nice, perfectly tender. That's beautiful. Look at that smoke. I'm gonna have to get another bite of this here. Wow. You know, we're not trying to mask that beef flavor with overcomplicating the rub or too much different flavors of smoke. Just salt, pepper, garlic, a little paprika, a little bit of turbinado sugar, just some good pecan wood and hickory. Let the smoke do its thing. Let the smoker do all the work, and this is the result. And it's just perfect. Try one of these slices. Like, pulls apart like nothing. That is so good. And beef ribs, so worth it. Really not that difficult to do. Just take your time. Let the smoker do its work. Make sure you test for that tenderness. Give the video a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.